An OS must have at least one kind of user interface. Today, there are two major kinds of user interfaces in use: the Command Line Interface, or CLI, and the Graphical User Interface, or GUI. Right now, you are most likely using a GUI interface, but your system probably also contains a command line interface as well. Typically speaking, GUIs are intended for general use, and CLIs are intended for use by computer engineers and system administrators. Although some engineers only use GUIs, and some die-hard geeks still use a CLI, even to type an email or a letter. Examples of popular operating systems with GUI interfaces include Windows and Mac OS X. Unix systems have two popular GUIs as well, known as KDE and GNOME, which run on top of X Windows. All three of the above-mentioned operating systems also have built-in CLI interfaces as well for power users and software engineers. The CLI in Windows is known as MS-DOS. The CLI in Mac OS X is known as the terminal. There are many CLIs for Unix and Linux operating systems, but the most popular one is called Bash. In recent years, more and more features are being included in the basic GUI OS install, including notepads, sound recorders, and even web browsers and games. This is another example of the concept of convergence, which we like to mention. A great example of an up-and-coming OS is Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Linux operating system which is totally free and ships with nearly every application you will ever need already installed. Even a professional quality office suite is included by default. What's more, thousands of free, ready-to-use applications can be downloaded and installed with a few clicks of the mouse. This is a revolutionary feature in an OS and can save lots of time, not to mention hundreds or even thousands of dollars on a single PC. Not surprisingly, Ubuntu's OS market share is growing very quickly around the world. As an IT professional, you will probably have to learn and master several, if not all, the popular operating systems. If you think this sort of thing is fun and interesting, then you have definitely chosen the right career. We have learned a little bit about operating systems in this introduction, and you are ready to do more research on your own. The operating system is the lowest software layer that a typical user will deal with every day. That is what makes it special and worth studying in detail.